is said that a nation's history is made up from the stories of its people. In 1957, a little-known politician stood up in the General Assembly of the League of Nations and proposed a radical idea. Lester B. Pearson, soon to be Canada's 18th Prime Minister, had a dream that one day all nations would live in peace. He said that we owed it to our children to find a better way to solve the conflicts that divided us. This soft-spoken man of peace proposed that member nations create a multinational force. Its mission sounded simple: stand between warring parties to protect the innocent and preserve the peace. They were called Peacekeepers. They came from nations all over the world. They were the young men and the young women who believed in the dream and were willing to sacrifice everything for world peace. Here now are the stories of Canada's Peacekeepers.
Often the hardest part of a peacekeeper's job is simply leaving home. They pack away all the pictures and videos of their loved ones and store the memories away in their hearts.
I asked my mom once, when I was a little girl, why is Daddy always so sad? I mean, he was my daddy, and I loved him. Before he went off to the war, he would always play with me. I can still remember when my friends came over. He sat with us as we had a tea party. This big bear of a man sitting drinking imaginary tea with a bunch of 4-year-old girls. My mom took a picture of all of us sitting in the living room. And every day, when he came home from the base, he would tell me a story. That was our special time together. I'd sit on his lap, rest my head against his chest, and listen to the rhythmic beating of his gentle heart. In the summer, we would go to the beach. We'd spend hours just digging and shaping the sand into these wonderful castles. That was my favorite thing. And as I look now at those old photos, I see myself playing with my hero. Her daddies are every little girl's hero. It was so strange when he came home from the Gulf War, how he had changed. He didn't smile so much, and that big laugh that was so full of joy and silliness wasn't there anymore. He'd spend most nights sitting in front of the TV with this blank look on his face. One night when I was 7, I got up to get a drink of water, and I noticed my daddy sitting at the kitchen table, quietly weeping. He had scared me. I asked him what was wrong. He yelled at me to get back to bed. I cried myself to sleep that night. It wouldn't be the last time. When he went up to Rwanda, I began to believe that he looked forward to leaving, that somehow being home was painful to him. I was very angry. I yelled at him, "I hate you! I hate you! You're leaving us! Do you even love me anymore?" All my anger just spilled out in front of him, and he just stood there. He said nothing. Later, my mom sat down and she talked to me.
Hey, Deb. Hey, you want your hair done?
Yes, please.
All right. Did you have something to eat?
Yes, Mom.
What'd you have?
Some cheese and crackers.
Do we need to get any more?
Yeah, we do.
All right, I'll do that later. So, you know your father's going away for a bit, right?
Why?
Well, he's
He's going somewhere far away to help people who can't help themselves. You know, he's a hero.
I don't understand. Like Superman?
No, not anything you see on TV or anything like that. No, he's kind of like a quiet hero. You know, one of those heroes that nobody really talks about.
Why my daddy?
Well, honey, see, you want to be able to look at himself in the mirror. And, you know, we should be very proud of him, all right?
Why can't some other daddy go? Why my daddy?
Honey, we just need to support him, all right? Okay, there's some people who can't help themselves. It's all right, he's doing something very good because he loves us, and he just can't stay here while people are in need, all right?
Does he even love me?
He loves you more than anything in the world, all right? All right? And wherever he goes, you will always be in his heart, okay? All right? I love you. Your father loves you. We're gonna get through this, okay? All right?
Later, when we said our goodbyes, he scooped me up in his arms and he hugged me. I told him that I was sorry for all the mean things I had ever said. He gave me an extra squeeze as if to say it was okay. He put me down and then he walked away. I love you, Daddy. Please come home soon. My daddy came home. He did his duty and we're so proud of him for it. He never would talk about what happened in those sad, broken countries. I remember asking him about Rwanda and Bosnia, but all he said was what he had to do and what he saw wasn't for little girls' ears.